Hello LinkedIn, me again, Friday afternoon. Thank you for anybody who is watching the show. As always, going to ask for anybody that's watching it, so usually I've got the people in my office, right? They just get up on the big screen and they don't do anything for the next 45 minutes to an hour. The kid on they're working, but they just sit there and just laugh at me. But so Alara, Kelsey, Audrey, anybody that's in the office watching, can you give us a wee thumbs up or a message through so as I can see my watch to say that you can hear me okay? And then when we'll start to go on with the show. So for those who watch the show, you know what this bit's all about. So we have a big thank you to Bull Mango Media, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Who make all this happen. And then our lovely sponsors, Grow. Right, so grab your cake. Go. Right, grab your cake. Was that a thumbs up there, Amelia? So Grow, as always. So what I've got today is I am beautiful inside and out.
I'm the same.
Are you same?
I am beautiful inside and out.
Ooh, we're all beautiful inside and out.
We're all beautiful inside and out.
And then wait to see these cakes today.
Ta-da!
Right, so where are you going first, Andrew? Me? Right. Look, I've got some big, massive donut with cream inside it, and it looks amazing. I've already been licking it. Right. What have we got next? There we go. What's that one?
I think I've got it's not just any Rocky Road. This has got oozy bits in it. So it's a Rocky Road with caramel.
On steroids.
Oh, chunks. Right, I'm on a Bueno donut, I believe. A filled donut.
Oh, aye. Lovely. Lovely. Right. So we'll get to the cakes in a minute. So today, and I'm sitting here, you can see it.
Branded up.
So I've got a freebie today, so I've managed to pinch myself a hoodie. Smells of perfume and that. So I might get a kicking when I get home. But anyway, it's lovely. So we have got the ladies here from Ayrshire Cancer. What's it? Cancer Support? Is that what it's?
Yes,
Ayrshire
yes.
Cancer Support. And the reason that I wanted to bring the ladies on for the support, the charity, was we do a lot for charity, and the people who follow our page know that we do a lot and we give a lot back. But when Claire came in to see me and we were talking about what you guys do, she obviously told us about what the charity do, which we can talk about in a second. And I was obviously overwhelmed by what the charity does. But then it was also about what you guys want to do with when you're partnering up with businesses. Because we've been giving stuff to charities for a long, long time. Both big national charities and small kind of local charities. And we've also always found that the local charities are a bit more appreciative in my eyes than the bigger ones. And it's maybe because we're not giving huge amounts of money, but you just feel that you're giving your money and then it's just, yes, thank you, and then that's it. Right, that's fine, and you're not doing it to get thanked. But then when Claire came in and she was telling me about what you guys are trying to do with regards to having business partnerships in place rather than just taking money off of folk, which I thought was brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. But first of all, can you both introduce yourself, and then we can talk about what the charity does and some of the great things.
Yeah, well, I'm Claire. I'm the new corporate manager at Ayrshire Cancer Support. And today we've got Lauren, our Ayrshire Cancer Specialist. So I think you were going to take to the stage first, weren't you?
I can do, yeah.
Go for it, Lauren.
Yeah, so I'm Lauren, as Claire just said, and I'm a cancer support specialist for Ayrshire Cancer Support. What that title means is a lot of things, but one of the things I am is a registered nurse, and I've worked in cancer care since the day I qualified and before, to be quite honest. So this is completely new for me, Jamie, as I think for Claire, but this is lovely.
Totally
this is really exciting for us, so thank you for having us on.
No problem.
Yeah, so talking a wee bit about our charity. So our charity isn't a new charity. Our charity has been running in Ayrshire for just over 40 years. And the reason Ayrshire Cancer Support started was there was a young lady, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe she was Kilmarnock area, and she had a diagnosis herself and couldn't physically get herself to the hospital for her treatments.
Right.
And I think she had a young family. Anyway, kind of long story short, the community and friends and family rallied around her and able to kind of organise a bit of a transport system up in town, I think probably to the Beatson at that point and to wherever she needed to go. And there began to grow this transport service. One of the volunteer drivers that drove that girl then, 42 years or so later, still drives for us today, which is just probably my favourite fact of Ayrshire Cancer Support, actually. So that's one of the things we're really well known for, is our transport service, but which is amazing. We wouldn't have a charity without our volunteers for a start, and we certainly wouldn't have a charity without that young lady and all the people in her community. So we know that getting to your hospital appointments isn't actually a given for everybody. For some people, financially, it's brutal, to be quite honest. You know, you're being asked to maybe travel up to Glasgow, where our big specialist centre is, for the likes of radiotherapy, daily for sometimes 4, 5, 6 weeks and beyond, every single day. Not only is that exhausting whilst you're fighting cancer and going through your treatment, but also the financial implications. So our drivers step in and can take people obviously to the further away hospitals, but also locally. So if family are having other responsibilities or needing to work or look after the kids, let us step in and help where we can. So we've got our transport service, but we are also very proud in that we've got 2 centres in Ayrshire. So we have our OG, if you will, our original centre in Kilmarnock on Dundonald Road. And this is a beautiful centre. It's a drop-in space, and you are welcome to come along. People are welcome to come along any day, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. If they're looking for anything really, information, support, someone to ask questions with, a cup of tea and a blather probably is up there with the number one things. And very recently, just what are we now, 8 weeks, Claire?
Yeah,
Is it as much as 8 weeks?
Coming up 8 weeks.
We've opened our new shiny new centre in Newton-in-Ayr. And most people will probably know where that is, or they've driven by it and went, oh, I wondered what was happening there. So it was St Andrew's Hotel formerly, and we've completely refurbed it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Both centres are very welcoming, and again, that's open for the public to come in at any point. And I think the special thing is about our charity is it's not just for that one person that's going through their treatment or that one person that's been diagnosed. It's very much, as you'll see when you come into the centre, it's very much a whole family approach. What we mean by that is we have got a very unique service in that we've got a child and young person service. So any little ones, maybe mum and dad are going through treatment, maybe papa's passed, or, you know, it can be from bereavement. It can just be understanding what that means, because family life has changed. There's so much going on. Within our centres, we're very lucky that we've got our gorgeous staff and volunteers, and we offer a few core services. So the core services that we run consistently are things like counselling, so psychological therapies for people, because we know cancer doesn't come itself. It comes with a whole host of anxieties, fears, worries, financial stress, relationship changes, you name it, it brings it. So we have one-to-one counselling sessions. We also have, which is probably, I think, my favourite service, if I can say that, the massage therapy service, which is complementary therapies. We've got 2 rooms in each centre to be able to offer an hour at a time, when people are booked in, of complete and utter removal from their current situation.
And that's for the families
and
as well.
And it's exactly for the person going through it, or for their loved one, because it's tough to watch somebody else get through it as well.
Yeah, and I think there's no many people out there now that cancer hasn't touched them at some point, or whether it's immediate or extended. And I think what you say is completely correct. It's you've got the person, right, that's got the diagnosis. That's really, really tough, right? But see the people around them. Yeah, it's very, very tough on them. And what I think is sometimes, actually, from what I've seen, is it's tougher on the people around them than it is for the person.
Spot on. Almost, absolutely.
Because they're obviously going, right, I've got this, right, I'll need to fight it. But the people around about you are just completely worried and don't know what to do, trying to hold you up, and also they're trying to be strong for you, but deep down inside they're probably in absolute bits. So having somewhere that they could go, and somewhere that people that they could speak to. I mean, you gave an example of the wee old man to me, and you just wanted somebody to talk to.
That's all it was. And I'm just passing by the kitchen and just lifting him up
We're
for
gonna
that
end up
day.
greeting the day, I think.
Sorry.
Coming.
That's an average day for us.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it
But
is.
no, it's
we
a
do that.
complete open door policy, and the people that we've met are just,
Yeah.
I mean, they're really in awe when they walk in the building. It's just such an amazing building, and they're feeling at home straight away. And yeah, there is all these services, but sometimes it is just, what do you do? And coming in for a chat or.
Yeah, I think what we're really lucky with, as much as we're an army of staff, we're actually not too many of us, maybe 19, 20 staff, but what holds us up and allows us to do what we do is our volunteers in the centre. So these volunteers are phenomenal, giving your time to really put yourself in a place where you don't maybe always want to hear people's stories that are really heartbreaking. It's highly emotive, it's difficult, but they managed to do it in an incredible way that makes, as Claire said, like make people feel really at ease, and probably for the first time in a long time, their shoulders drop.
Aye.
You know?
And there's a full range, because you obviously got the volunteers, and then you've got all these specialists in there. Like the level of care that people are getting and the knowledge that you all have is everybody can be a shoulder to cry on, but there's specialist people in there that just know the answers to everything, because it is the unknown.
And the what you were saying about obviously the transport and stuff like that. So I know a few people that from down here that have obviously had to go up and down to the beach, and so I think that I've only found out after we had been speaking that some of them did actually use your services and they couldn't speak highly enough. Right, they could not speak highly enough. But people that I know that didn't do it, and then what they were having to do is you had like the husband or the wife taking time off work to go up there. So you've got the back to the person that's actually obviously suffering from the illness or whatever you want to call it. But then their partners, their families, their life kind of goes and goes and hold a little bit. And if it ever happens to me, then I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want my family's life stopping. I would be like, you go and do your thing and just leave me, and then I would come and hang about with you.
I mean, I hope that never happens in the nicest possible way. No. But it's so true, and actually for some people as well, I think when you're on the sidelines, and it's not to negate the fact that when you are going through cancer, I mean, you wouldn't wish that for anybody.
No. And
it's incredibly tough. But I think that there's a strength within people that they just know this is my treatment pathway and I have to get my head down and go on with it. But as a wife, as a hubby, as a child, as a son, as a whatever, an aunt and an uncle, or even as a parent watching your maybe not so younger child going through something, you are completely powerless. And I think that's the thing about cancer. It wheels the control away from you, Jamie. And I think for some families, well, I can take them to that hospital appointment. So that's my wee element of control. Yeah. But that being said, they realise quite quickly, actually, this is exhausting and I can't get parked. And then your petrol financially. So, yeah, it's an amazing service. But I think one of the aims for us today is also to let people know that there's so much going on. There's groups and workshops that you wouldn't believe. The amount of things we've got going on in the centre is gorgeous, actually. Skincare classes, makeup, there's loads of little things happening for the kids. In fact, today there's a mini Highland Games for all the weavings. Our CYP lead, Jill, is away fighting the wind and hopefully not the rain down at, I think, Crawfordland doing that today. And if, anyone's just like, oh, my wee one would really benefit from that, just get in touch.
And that's, when Claire was telling me about some of the things, you're going, that sounds just brilliant. Yeah. See some of the things that you do and some of the things for the family interaction. Yeah. And that's the thing, but it's free to everybody. But this is where obviously dealing with people like us and trying to help pay for that, because that costs a lot of money to deliver all that free of charge to people to make sure they're okay.
Absolutely.
And obviously that's where I'm assuming you need people like us to try and help.
I mean, there's a lot. There's the whole community side as well. There's a lot of community groups in the general public that have maybe used the services, or it's maybe somebody in the workplace. I mean, it's amazing the support that the community are given. And through loads of different initiatives. I mean, people are climbing Kilimanjaro, they're doing marathons,
swimming the channel,
kilt walk, absolutely.
Doing a mud run.
Mud runs,
absolutely.
I mean, they're doing everything. It's great. It's great with getting families together, and for business places as well, it's brilliant. It's all the team building, and it's fantastic what the community are doing and helping to support us to provide this for free. It's
Just while I remember, so obviously we're doing our mud run.
Crawfordland, yep.
So Alana in our office, she's loving it now because she just comes up with all these mad things for us today to try and raise money for charity. So I can see you and Alana have been very close.
We're going to be best friends, I think.
BFFs. So if you want to support this charity, you can sponsor us for doing our mud run, which is in the 20th of September, and Alana's put a Just Giving link up yesterday as our Thankful Thursday post. So anybody that wants to donate and give you some money, they can hopefully do it through there.
Thank you.
But for me, it just amazes me how the amount of people that's obviously touching and it's helping and stuff like that. And the people within the charity are just so selfless. Is that the right word? So you sit there and just don't really probably appreciate the impact that you're having in people's lives. Because it's massive. You do probably.
Well, I use the services through my mum, and my children use the services. So I had a real passion for it and became a volunteer, and was just so interested in what they're doing. And obviously now I'm working for the charity, which is just a bit of a dream for me. So using the services, I know how amazing these guys are and what they did for my family. So it's and
it's giving something back. It's and you must like, obviously there's a load of difficult stories, but there must be a load of great ones where you're going at the end and you're just going, we look how much we've helped.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever reflect on that for myself, but I certainly take a step back and look at the charity as a whole and go, do you know what it is for me, Jamie, as well? I think it feels nothing short of a privilege to do what we do. So I would only like to think that if I was in that situation, that I would have that service available to me and my boys or my husband, and actually just being in the centre. We've been in it now, operating from it for a good number of weeks, and I've been working in Command now for a good over a year now. There's not a day that goes by that I genuinely don't get goosebumps just being around my colleagues and realising what they're doing. And it's really hard to kind of explain, but it's just, I just think I've got the best job in the world. And a lot of people look at me and go, you're off your head. But genuinely, it's incredibly rewarding.
But it's because you care about it, so it's not like a job. Right? And we actually see it very similar in our business. So we see most of the people that work for us, they're not there to get paid. They're there because they love what they do. And I think that makes see your working life, because it makes it so much easier. You're not sitting there on a Sunday going,
we're buzzing in the morning coming in.
You're sitting all excited and you're going, obviously we go out there and say we're going to help people do what we do, but yous are similar, and you don't know what the day's going to bring you, but you know that hope that at the end of that day you're going to have achieved something that's going to help somebody.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes it is the little things. The one good thing about our charity as well as a whole and our staff is, me particularly in my role, it's a wee bit niche because my background is I'm a nurse. We work really, really, really closely with our clinicians in the hospital. We've got an amazing bond with them, and that's really unique. Like, for them to be able to pick up the phone, to be able to refer in, therefore that kind of level of time, or that space and time in which support is given is fairly rapid, actually. And it means that we can really get to people that maybe would have potentially have slipped through the net. So that aspect of things is really rewarding as well.
And how many, just out of interest, how many people do you help on a yearly basis? Do you know?
I probably couldn't quantify it on an annual basis. However, just complete coincidence, from a conversation this morning with one of our lovely admin girls who is basically coordinates all the transport, which is a job I don't know how to do it. I have no idea. But I think just at the start of this week, it was 80 odd people requiring transport, and it's just
this week,
as in like often per day.
Per day? Right, so there's 80 people a day?
Often per day, just requiring transport. The logistics of that, what we see dropping into the centre, we never really know. I can often speak to anywhere between 5 and 25 people in a day, but that can be whole families as well. The fundraising team are buzzing about constantly, doing various different things. It's only getting more and more people that we are engaging with. And I think, probably because statistically cancer's now scarily 1 in 2. which
crazy.
is quite frightening, actually, isn't it?
It's totally frightening. That's what I'm saying. You just there's never I can remember having a conversation with somebody about this, and I reckon since I've been probably early 20s, there's never been a year that's went past without knowing somebody that somebody that you know, or somebody that's close to you that's been affected by it, and obviously when you're younger you didn't really hear of it, but then there's just, whether it's just because you're older and you hear more about it, but it just seems to be more and more and more. So I mean, right now I probably know 1, 2, 3, at least 4 people that are currently either going through some sort of treatment. One of my friends, so I've got one of my friends who was diagnosed with bowel cancer. One of Heather's family members, she ended up with, I don't even know where it was within her, but she's so they've both just recently rung the bell at the Beatson, right? And that bit's great, but then you hear that you're not really out the woods yet.
That's just signifying the end of treatment.
Yes, yes. I thought that was signifying the end of the, like, okay, we've got it sorted, but it's not. So there's 2, and I know other people, and you're just going, it's everywhere.
It's I think something that we're talking about more as well. Like even as us as a charity, we used to have wee offices like at Burn Statue Square, for example, where the name would be tiny in the corner of the window because it was quite like the C word. It was stigmatised still. But now it's even the likes of high profile like TV presenters coming out, or like Sir Chris Hoy is a good example. Somebody very fit, young. Definitely young, and his cancer's advanced, and it opens up conversation. So yes, we're hearing about it more. Yes, it's scarier because it's 1 and 2, but the difference we are seeing in being able to cure people and keep people well for longer is also phenomenal. So people can live with their cancer for a very long time now.
You must there must be a lot of people that you see coming through that you're just like, I wouldn't say proud of, but you're just going, I've look at you. You look at what you've done. Look how you've fought that. Look how you've basically not laid down to this, and you're going. I'm quite proud of you. I'd probably say proud.
Every single day, I do every single day, and that's lovely actually. Because you sometimes you don't even know them that well, and you feel like that.
You feel inspired by them.
Yeah, completely.
Because that's what I was speaking to one of my mates, and when he got diagnosed, obviously I think everybody around about him was, oh, like, poor you this and poor you that, and I'm like, you've got it, right? You just need to go and fight it.
Yeah.
There's no point sitting here moaning about it. And he's like, he said, Jamie, I love the fact, he said, because you come in, everybody's been mincing their words and no thing, when he's like, he says, you've just come in and made me feel better, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't need to hear all the sad stories. He says, I just need somebody to give me a kick up the arse and tell me that I'm going to go and beat this. And now he's at the stage where he hopefully is. The only thing is, he's on some treatment that he was baldy, and all the hair in his body's went away and his hair and his head's grown back. So I told him he could try and sell that, actually.
I'm telling you, there's some, once a businessman, always a businessman.
100%. That's what I said to him. Like, let me know the name of that. I says, I'm going to go and sell it to all the bald folk I know. right, see how your head's baldy, is your body hairy? Right, would you like that to change?
We'll get a new service there.
No, brilliant. Right, so Claire, tell us about the partnership thing that you're trying to build here.
So there's lots of businesses that have been like partnered up with Ayrshire Cancer Support for a long time. Amazing supporters who've provided that support for many years.
Like, come on, name drop.
There's lots of them. I wouldn't want to name too many, but I mean, you've got obviously all the big sporting venues locally.
Who like United?
Yeah,
Is Kelly on it?
They are, yeah.
Are they? Right, okay,
you've got like the race course, the rugby club. You've got a lot of people that were involved, all the founders that were involved in the building.
Right.
But there's lots of new people coming on board as well.
Like
and
us?
It's a whole, exactly like yourselves. So there's a range of businesses, various sizes, and it's sort of bespoke what everybody's wanting to offer. So some people are coming down and doing filming and things and helping us with that. There's people doing team building initiatives, and it's exciting. We've got a lot of new partnerships coming on, and just trying to engage with them, have a digital presence, and be really more present with them, providing them support, providing them digital packs. The option now that we're kindly being gifted this podcast studio This
Well
is
done, Andrew.
this is huge news for us, and thank you, Jamie, for introducing us to Bold Mango Media. I think this is going to be great for the charity. I don't believe there is another Ayrshire charity that has this. And again, we want to be using it to promote the services. The main thing is what we are doing. We're helping the Ayrshire community. But on the other side of that, there's a lot of businesses that want to be involved. They want a happy workplace, a workplace to be proud of. They care about Ayrshire. They care about the people that's in it. And if we can be using this alongside, working with them, giving them the digital presence, giving them the support to give back, I think it's going to be huge. So we've got all of that side to look forward to. We've got a lot of big events coming up. We do our own internal events. We'll be at the race course. We've got annual ball. We've got our Boxing Day dip, and we want all these businesses to engage and come. Like, we've got a lot of media presence, so I think it's going to be an exciting year for the charity.
Yeah, well, I think I can see Alana's ears picking up right now when you said the Boxing Day dip.
Oh, do it. It's great. That's great.
So no, there's loads happening.
I used to do one at New Year. It's great fun until you get into there.
Last year I just cut the ribbon and ran away.
And the rule is you need to get your shoulders in.
Aye.
You have to.
It's just the initial when you get to the middle section.
And we also, the other side we've not spoke about is retail as well. We have the most fabulous shop on Newmarket Street.
There's Newmarket Street in here.
In here.
I would say probably
Sandgate.
one of the nicest streets in here at the moment for shops and independent shops as well, which is lovely actually. It's great, and we've been there for a long time
Good.
now.
So what do you sell in the shops? Just like things that people have donated?
A lot, and it's pre-loved. We're involved.
Love that,
with
pre-loved.
Pre-loved. Sustainable fashion. That's
still
what it's
lots
called.
of loving available.
Sustainable fashion. So the team and staff that work in there are amazing. They're fab. So there's all that side, and I think that will expand.
So the thing that obviously for me was, from a business's point of view, you want to do the right thing all the time, right? But if you're getting something back and you're feeling part of something, it makes it that bit more special. So that's something that I obviously wanted to try and tell other businesses, especially local businesses in Ayrshire that watch this, and there is quite a few, that you're giving to the charity, you're helping all these people that we've spoke about, but what you're also then doing is you're joining a network of other businesses that locally that are trying to help the local community. And no disrespect, so say you're giving something to a large national charity, that's great, you're still helping, but in this scenario which you're trying to now build it's all of these local companies helping each other, and the community wealth building is a thing that we're really, really passionate about, and trying to get local businesses to talk to other local businesses. And some of the stuff that you're talking about, the networking events and the race and the gala and all that kind of stuff.
It's bringing these businesses together. It's connecting people that maybe aren't been sat in front of each other before. So it's definitely great for the businesses. It's great for us, and to continue to expand this will be amazing.
Right. And what's so obviously your goal and your role in this is to go and bring in new ones, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. New exciting businesses.
And how you been getting on since you started?
Pretty amazing to be
I'm
honest.
so glad you said that actually, because I thought she was going to be humble there.
Aye.
I would say smashing it. From an outsider that knows not a lot about the corporate side of things, being a different role to you, smashing it.
To be honest, I've not found it that difficult. See, because I care about the charity, I'm passionate about it, and they're obviously getting this vibe.
Yeah. I got it as soon as you walked in. As soon as you walked in, you're walking in like a buzzing wee bee. We did tell you this.
So that's just daily life for me, to be honest. So.
And it's difficult not to feel part of it. But I do think that what you're trying to do is something different.
Yeah,
I hope so. We do it all day in our life and try to do things different, and that's why I was impressed. Because
thanks,
and we do, like I've got lots of other charities that we've dealt with in the past and got lots of time for them, but it was just something different. And you're coming in and you're going, well, I want to give you something back. right? And you don't really hear that a lot, right? And when you started talking about it, I'm going, do you know what? Aye, let's go and see where this goes, and see how we can help, because we always want to try and give to the charities, but I think there's a bigger picture in it, and something
like
more
having
that can be
a
given.
long lasting relationship is really important. You know, I want everything to be ongoing and working together. Let's see what we've got that benefit both of us, and what initiatives we've got running, and what businesses we've got involved in what. I mean, it could just grow arms and legs, really, couldn't it?
or hunters a wee buzzing wings. So you're obviously, when we spoke, I said that I would speak to Andrew very, very nicely for you to see if he would let you use this podcast studio, and he kindly said yes. So he's a great guy. So what is it you're going to do with that? What's your thinking?
Bold Mango Media, there's a new corporate partner. There's a new one. So thank you for that. So we're hoping to have you guys along, meeting some of the other businesses at the corporate events. We will be coming here hopefully once a month to be doing really exciting interviews. Don't want to give too much away yet, but we will be called Talking Cancer Together.
Good.
So lots more to follow on our socials about this as we get ready to launch.
Good. Hope I'm getting an invite.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's going to be something that you're going to try and do, kind of a monthly thing.
On a monthly basis.
And it'll probably be lots of highs, lots of maybe not lots of lows, but is it going to be talking about how it all?
It'll be a lot about the services, how we can help people, bringing people on that have maybe used the services, and really getting people that to tell their experiences. Do you know?
Yeah.
How we can help, how we can support, how this is relating to people going through this journey right now. That's the main key.
And to try and reach more people is the ultimate goal for us. We already reach a huge proportion of Ayrshire's, I guess, cancer groups. However, we know that we're not reaching and meeting all demographics.
Yep.
And there's probably a huge hesitancy for some people, and we get that. We're never going to be able to scoop everybody up. But I think a lot of people feel a wee bit worried about what they're coming into. So hopefully we can demystify that a little bit and just put people at ease, but also, even from the comfort of your own home, remind people that you're not by yourself here.
Yeah.
Like, there is other people going through some really similar things, and you can get through this. So hopefully it's a wee bit of a kind of inspirational.
Here's a question for you, actually, that I'm just thinking. So see you've got someone that's gone through treatment or suffering, or even just been diagnosed, and that say they're at home. And they can't get to the centres. So do you go and pick them up to bring them? Is that a service?
We're very lucky that we want to try and break down any barrier for somebody. So actually, before I came in here, the reason I might have been a little bit late was because I was having a phone call with one of our service users who relies on our transport service, but actually that's fine. They use them to go to and from the Beatson at the moment, but really needs to come into the centre now to access other kinds of support. And she said, I didn't think I could do that. So where we can, we will ask our volunteers if they would. We will always prioritise hospital treatments, but absolutely. But also our services can be delivered at home if that's appropriate. So particularly for patients who are maybe really quite poorly, or patients where are maybe older or frailer, or circumstances allow that they can't come out to us and they're housebound, our complementary therapists, our counsellors can actually go out to them.
Brilliant.
And that happens week in, week out.
The other thing that you might actually find is that there's a lot of people we do get quite a lot of people locally that watch this, right? So what if they want to become a volunteer, and what if they, and it might not be that there's people that will volunteer all the time, but it might be people that say that, right, listen, I'm off on a Friday afternoon.
Brilliant.
They would be really grateful. We've got a huge pool of volunteers, huge pool, and always you just come in, tell us a little bit about yourselves, and go through the process to become one. Not a problem. It's we're really lucky to have the volunteers and providing the services that they're doing.
And we always need kind of new eyes and new skill sets, and we want to be able to utilise our volunteers according to their skills as well. Like if somebody comes to us with expertise in something that we don't have, amazing. We have a little amount of information on our website about that, so people can have a wee look at our website for volunteering opportunities, and there's also an email and a phone number as well.
Right, okay. Because you see, you might get people that are kind of going, do you know what? I want to do my bit. I'm not. I'm not really. There's no. My business might not do anything with these, and they might not want to get involved. But me personally, I wouldn't mind doing something. So that would be good. Even
Definitely.
the likes of for me, if you could even get 2 or 3 people that maybe only work part time now, that would want to try and just say, do you know what? I don't mind. And running people around the place.
Amazing.
And have you got any kind of partnerships with taxi companies or anything?
No, is the short answer to that. We absolutely...
Do you have one up your sleeve?
We don't. Do you?
Well, so I was just thinking, so again, this is where my entrepreneurial brain starts thinking, is that it may be that you want to see if there's any taxi companies that would want to try and be a partner, right, that could maybe... Obviously, they've still got a business to run, but it might be that you've just got like an emergency situation where, right, okay, we don't have anybody available, a volunteer available, is at times where a taxi company can maybe help you out, and it might be that it's, as I say, it's maybe picking somebody up for their house to take them there, and it would have been a 10 quid fare or whatever normally, and they turn around and say, right, okay, well, there's our donation to it.
I think we're just always open to kind of conversations around what we can do to grow and develop it, because there is such a need more and more and more. And people, when they get to know what you do, they tend to lean on that a wee bit, and that's okay. But the word spreads really quickly. You know, you could be sitting in a waiting room up in, or even at Cross House, and I had to get the number 10 bus, or I used Ayrshire Cancer Support, and before you know it, you've had an influx of calls, and we're doing our best to meet it. But demand is extreme. It is really high. Really high. So I think that's the nature of being third sector and being a charity, Jamie. We will, do our best to develop and grow it. And we're not the only cancer charity in Ayrshire that does the transport service. There's, I don't want to miss out any. It was 4 in total, but we are the biggest known, I think, for that. And we cover the whole of Ayrshire, where some just cover pockets of.
Right, okay.
So absolutely.
No. So if there's anything that if there was an ask of the people that are watching, what would the ask be?
For me, we do it in 2 sides. I think for me, being frontline in amongst the drop-in centres and in the thick of, I guess, the patients, or the service users rather, is that please don't ever hold back from spreading the word, coming in, picking up the phone. And people might be curious how they can get in touch. Well, how do I reach us? There's so many easy ways to do it, and it is just that. It's going onto our website, coming in, following us on social media, sending us a message, sending in a loved one even to pick up some paraphernalia, asking your treatment team. They all know about us, asking your medical team. So I think if you know somebody affected by cancer, just let them know about us would be my big ask.
Right, brilliant.
And I think for me, spread the word, really. Get our name out there, tell people what we're doing, and just keep the community side growing, the corporate side growing. I think that's probably the key thing that I would like to be doing. And anyone that can help do that would be.
Well, my ask then is going to be that anybody that's watching this, go onto the website, understand a bit more about what they do. If you're running a business or running a team or running something like that, get in touch with Claire and get involved. And if there is anybody that's suffering, then you know where these guys are. So what we'll do is we'll put your website on there. So we'll put their website, the contact details and all that kind of stuff on the actual video post. You guys can then share that as well.
Yeah.
What we'll maybe do is to try and help spread the word, and you can maybe speak to some of your existing partners, Claire, and see if they're okay to get tagged in it.
Brilliant.
And then that can hopefully, because we want to get this as wide as possible, especially across Ayrshire, and see if we can help build something and keep it, build something, but keep it building. And as you say, see if we can even get other people that might be willing to support.
Absolutely.
So I'm just trying to think what we could do more. But we'll get thinking about that.
This has been phenomenal today, hasn't it? Like, this feels amazing.
Yeah, we're
and
really, really grateful.
so grateful for you and having the
It was a
initiative.
good connect that day, wasn't it?
I see, there you go.
great
Greg
connect.
Summers, wasn't it? See, you need
I
to
know.
thank Greg. How do you know him?
It was Nicola that knows him.
Aye.
So yeah,
Right.
he just passed your name on, and that was it.
See, this is the joy of just trying to be good guys. Where you're happy. If I think they could help you, and they just pass the names on, and then lo and behold, you've had a grow cake and a coffee, and
I'm telling you.
40 odd minutes sitting here blethering.
And
Right.
just follow our podcast. So get on our social media pages, and that would be an amazing help to build traction on that as well. And the more people know about it, the more likes we get, the Ayrshire Cancer Support name will get out there.
100%. 100%. Well, what we're going to try and do is obviously this show, the highest viewing one is now over 60,000 views, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to try and sell the shazazzles out of it. Aye. You don't actually get beat. This is the first show that I don't actually think I've swore on. So we're going to try and we'll try and get it far and wide and see if we can get lots and lots of people in Ayrshire, but lots of people out with Ayrshire to know who you are and what you do.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Thank you for having us on today.
No problem. Thank you very much. Right. Well, that'll do us for today then, and we can go and enjoy our cakes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.